All right, guys, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I feel like I'm zoomed in. I don't know. I lit a nice candle because we're making love. The stonks this morning. Absolutely beautiful. One sec. Man, what the I need to call up the E-Trade. Man, it's pissing me off. I've never had this problem with E-Trade. This is making me mad. This is frustrating. Wow. I wanted to just close my Tesla position. I mean, it tripled in value pretty quick, but they are having trouble closing it. Like, it's saying I need to take screenshots right now. Preview. Oh my god. I need to snipe it all. This is like, man, this is actually like never happened to me on E-Trade. Wow. Oh, there it goes. I think it went through. Did it go through? Portfolio. Wow, it took forever. Holy crap. There. I'm about to have a panic attack. I'm gonna be so pissed. It's like $3,000. Holy crap. Bought them for, I think, 1,100. Sold them for 22. They doubled. Sorry, not tripled. Exaggeration. Definitely. I need to go into other plays now and look at where everything's at. Let me open another trading view. I was talking to Rogan this morning in the chat. You might have saw him. He was saying that he thinks the market's going to correct pretty quick. Tell me we can hear the music coming out of my headphones as well. I don't think we're going to correct right now. We could. I think the support is definitely coming up. The resistance, we'll talk about it here in a sec. But I don't think it's going to happen right now. I'll tell you exactly why here in a sec. And then if you have any questions, go ahead and post them. I don't mind. I'll answer any questions. Overall, I feel really good. Oh, Nasdaq little dip. I didn't even notice. The hell? Why is this? What the? What is going on? What in the world? That's never happened, man. This isn't good. Bad way to start the day. The Nasdaq was showing way high. See, it's showing. Oh, it's frozen on the right. Okay, so this is wrong. This is wrong. I should have left it. Damn it. So Nasdaq is really at 1452. That's not cool at all. I don't like that. Yeah, it's okay. That's right. I don't like. I don't like that at all. Let me tell you that. I don't like that. Tesla's still really strong. I think NIO is still really strong. All EVs look really strong. Tech is going to remain strong. I believe we're going to move up to about. This Nasdaq number will move up to this 540 range. That's the next resistance that I'm spotting, and I'll explain that here in a sec. I have a lot of stuff to kind of go over right now, so if you have questions, like I said, go ahead and ask. I'll try to get to them right now, but I'm gonna try to cover a bulk of where I see the market move today because I think the strength continues. I don't think we slow down until maybe lunch. It depends how much we move here in this morning, right? And this is frustrating because I have to keep monitoring the actual price right here, which is really dumb. I don't like that at all. Let's go to the 4 hour. So I'm going to use the 4 hour. Sorry, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use the other chart for like Chewy and stuff like that to look at. Chewy's probably coming up to next. We'll look. Overall, not too concerned right now. This is the range that I'm looking at. Let me tighten it. Right there. That's the area that I'm watching for right there. That's where I'm looking at. What's AMC doing? Good. Oh, look, see, strong bounce. I mean, above $10, that's really good. That's really, that is really good. This is the best case scenario of what you could have hoped for. This is really strong. Honestly, this is dangerous. You don't want to see a brutal rejection, but the fact that Jamie's come, I mean, that's fine. Honestly, that is totally fine. Let me go back to the Nasdaq really quick. I'm so pissed that this is stuck right there, though. I don't like that. So that's where I see the next resistance is up in that range. So things gonna be a slow little trend to get up there, but we'll see. Chewy, man, things started today really strong and kind of came back down. I'm probably going to have to cut some positions just so I'm not over leveraged, because I do have a lot of positions right now. A lot. Blink started really strong as well. Dang it. Zom I'm not worried about. I'm perfectly fine holding this right now. Trading view is messed up right now. This is pissing me off. I don't like this. Trading view is all out of whack. Like, I've never had this problem with trading view either, ever in my life. Like, it's showing stuff in pre-market still. What is wrong with this? These should do well. Blink. I think Blink. I like Blink more than Chewy right now, but Tech is just shredding. But the problem is you can't see any Tech because it's messed up. Yeah, just about extra 500 CTRM. CTRM average down. CTRM, the longer term play one. You're not like, I don't like care for it short term. You know what I mean? Like, it's a penny stock too. Hope everyone's doing well. EV this morning was like kind of like the hot thing to really be looking at. So if you're an EV, congrats, because they all beat, which was absurd to think about that they all beat. But yeah, I'm debating what I need to close either Chewy or Blink, just because I don't want to be stuck in both of them right now. Although indexes, like I said, are extremely strong. You got the Nasdaq pushing highs. I think we're gonna push this range up here. Dow is, I mean, look at the dollar value just dumping. Yields looking okay. But if you're in the Discord, you saw I mentioned I mentioned Buffett moving into Japanese yields, which basically means he believes in Japanese indexes doing well. Japanese yen, if you're familiar with that at all. But yeah, so overall, I mean, market looks as good as you could want it to look right now. I need to leave that. I'm so pissed this doesn't show up here, though. I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that at all. PLTR announced. I saw that contract in the. I saw that. One sec. In these morning shows, if you're new though to the channel, I do go over like maybe pennies and stuff, but really like nighttime is gonna be the time you're gonna want to catch me to look at those, because we're looking at active trading. And honestly, I'm not a penny stock trader when it comes to, you know, because I'm trading options primarily, right? This is what you wanted. You want to get that downward push. This is exactly what you wanted here. This is pissing me off though. What is wrong with trade? Maybe I need to reopen trading view. Leave. Let's reopen it. This is infuriating. I'm sorry, guys. I've literally never had. There it goes. I think it's fixed now. Is that what I had to do? Yeah. Yep. It's fixed. Okay. So like I said, Blink looking really good. I might regret getting out of Tesla. I mean, I made good money. Like, you know what I mean? I'm never gonna regret it. But like, yeah, it's coming down. Thank God I got out of that. God bless. What else? Good. This is what I'm used for. Dude, what is going on? That is pissing me off. That is showing 390. Oh my God, it keeps messing up. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what to do. Oh, dude, it's infuriating. That is infuriating. Oh my god. What is up? I've never seen it do this. It's just showing random numbers. Like they must have a problem on their website. There's got to be a problem right now. This is making me not even want to touch anything. Because this is what I use for trading. This is what I use for... this is gross. I've literally never seen this in my life. Blink. A blink this strong, I think. Chewy. I'll probably have to drop Chewy. I like them so much because they dipped so hard from that initial push up from those really great. They had really great earnings, and then tech is looking, you know, killing. They could come down to 79.27. I don't want to hold till 79.27 whatsoever. It's not the plan at all. I wanted to catch a bounce, which you had a bounce, and then it's now it's just dipping back down. We want to cut losses as they come, so it's really not the plan. With thoughts on root, I'll give a better take on this here in a sec. This is more for trades I'm taking right now and what I'm looking at in the market right now, because tech does look so strong. I'm telling you, we're gonna get a pop on tech. That's the only reason why I'm holding my position right now, because I do like we're holding this local range. We're pushing it, like it's already tested for 13,460 a few times. It's flagging on this lower time frame, 15-minute. I mean, that's crazy on the 15-minute. Look at the 5-minute flagging, pushing up. We're about to get a breakout. I'll just relax right now. So those positions, and I'll adjust from there. I want to look at NIO here in a sec. Tyler, what's your take on AMZN tips ranks? Strong buy. I don't know what they are. What are they? What is this company? I'll look at this company real quick. Is it there? It sounds like a therapeutic biotech. I don't therapeutics and biotech. They're so hit or miss. Like, look at that. The OBV is really bad right now. I'd be really careful. Maybe I don't know. I don't know anything about them. I think when it comes to therapeutics, you really got to know your stuff on these guys. I think you really got to know your stuff, because if you're wrong, you could just lose all your money. You know. So yeah. How's AMC? Did it come? No, that's wrong. That's false. 982. This is gonna be something to watch throughout the day for sure. Watching AMC. I'm so pissed at all this going on right now. Chewy struggling. The Nasdaq is so strong. The tech is through the roof strong right now. Blink, blink, blink. But it could happen like what happened the other day. Remember the other day we started just flying up on the Nasdaq and not too much tech followed. It was just big names, you know, big brands. So that could happen. I hope it doesn't happen. Don't get me wrong. But it 110,000% could in fact happen again. So I got to keep my eyes open for that too. Possibly happen. What's CCIV doing? It's doing well. It's doing well. Pre-market. Oh my God, it's infuriating. Bunko, dump, Fubo. What is Root? I've like I said, Root is a longer term play for me. It's down in the entry zone. I like it down here. I'm gonna be considering buying some. The only part I don't like is that the OBV looks like such trash, but I really like it. I'm probably, if I played it though, it's gonna be a stock play. I'll mention in the Discord though, where I get in. How's AMC volume week to you? 14 mil now. You've seen this happen though with AMC. That's the part that I don't love about AMC, is that you'll see the volume kick in early in the morning and then it'll just stagnate. You know what I mean? Like 10:30 hits and then volume will just stop. So you have to be careful. And I think that there's more to looking at AMC than just looking at, you know, volume and some indicators, because I mean, I always say, like, you know, I think AMC just keeps doing similar patterns, right? This is actually, I mean, like, all things considered, I want sideways movement. That's what I want. Maybe that's because I just want to make money off of it. I don't know. But if we can get sideways movement, I'd be ecstatic from this. Blink is holding up. Yeah, we're getting the movement we want. We got what we expected. We're getting the Nasdaq pushing. We're getting the Dow doing, I mean, incredible. The Dow holding back a little bit now, but it pushed up very strong. Nasdaq is soaring, going absolutely berserk. But I can't really look at everything, and I don't really know what everything's at because trading view's messed up right now. And I've never... I think Blink looks really good right here. Blink, I'm not worried about. Chewy, I'm crossing my legs, clenching my cheeks. CTRM got me down bad. CTR. I mean, when you're playing these pennies though, you gotta know. Like, that's the bad thing with like a lot of these YouTubers as well. That's why I do live, so people can see exactly what I'm playing, exactly what I'm doing, my mental mindset behind getting into stuff. You know what I mean? So when it comes to like pennies and like if I like a penny long term, you know, it's a long term play. That's what it is. You know what I mean? I make sure people know. Like, so I'm buying in a high tide, right? High tide is coming down a little bit. I don't care. I know the company's solid. I know their financials are insane. Like, I know they're good. That's what I said about Sundial. Their financials are trash, but what I'm playing here is a price action short-term play. That's the play there. I'm not buying them in the long term. How's IPNFF? They're doing really good. That was a dip buying opportunity right there. But like, I'm not playing these long term. Like, you have to really do research and make sure you like them if you're gonna play them long term, because you could get stuck holding for a little bit. You know what I mean? And like, that's a point that you have to come to, like, where I'm okay holding this play. And if you're not okay holding it, then you shouldn't be probably buying stock. You should be trading options. I'm just like, if we're being real, you know what I mean? And some people are like, oh, options are risky. Well, penny stocks are pretty risky, and you can do a lot with a little cash too, as far as risk management and stuff like that. Some of these look really good. Digital highlight looks good. Maybe I just grab the DraftKings. Looks really, holy crap, that looks strong. Wow. DraftKings looks incredible. How's Pin look? I love DraftKings right there. Wow. I just grabbed a bad tech play. Wow. Pin and DraftKings both look the same. Movie, both want to pop. OBV absolutely killing it. Cheap hookers are also risky. Wow. Pin looks really good. Holy crap. Fuel cell really dinky. Go back. I'm really frustrated that Chewy's moving so poorly, even though we got the exact movement we wanted. You know, that is frustrating. I think that's probably one of the most frustrating things about trading, is that you get the movement on the index you want, everything happens, but then your stock just kind of fades. You get faded, which is fine, but it happens. You can't freak out or anything. What is Tesla at? I got out this morning. Soon okay. It needs to hold this range. If it can hold this 700 range, that's pretty big. It could really move, but the question is can it hold it? Where's AMC? I'm curious how AMC holds. If AMC can get back above this range, that'd be pretty crazy, and I would see us moving back to $11 range, which I'm very surprised the way that AMC and stuff is moving right now. Very shocked. Very strange. Like, I see no catalyst for AMC to move until near the end of the month. So it could be a lot of chop. So people trading options could get screwed. We'll see. I think I'm going to have to cut Chewy, which I know when I cut Chewy, I know for a fact this thing is going to do really well. It's right on support. I mean, that is huge. I think you have two supports right here, but I think this is a huge one. Like, you can just see this top. It's trying to hold. I think it's going to be honest. Now it's breaking down. 79.35 is, I think it's, I don't see the logic for this to drop. I don't see it dropping, but it's gonna drop right here. I'm gonna have to just hold this L. I'm gonna hold it for a little bit longer, just 'cause, I mean, we're getting the movement. You're getting the adjacent movement you want by the Nasdaq. Just a bad pick right here. This was just a bad one. It's been moving really volatile too, that's why I liked it so much. DKNG, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna miss DKNG. This thing looks ridiculous. That looks insane. How's MVIS looking? MVIS, they had a really, so I just don't want to play them because of the moon they got from the Microsoft news. I hate like chasing news. Yeah, I think everyone knows it's not my thing. Consolidation's really good though, getting back above OBV. I mean, above VWAP. OBV's consolidating really well. I mean, I could see a pop here, to be honest. This does not look bad. This looks very strong as well. It does look strong, but like, if I'm looking at the market and I'm trading options, I don't know if I want to touch MVIS. I think there's better plays out there in reality. You know what I mean? That's just what I think. With the Nasdaq doing this well, if I like DraftKings more, like Pin, P, E, and then Pin Gambling. I like them. I like these guys a lot. I think these are ripping right now. I think these have massive room for upside. I think Chewy's cheap. I think there's a lot of there's a lot of tech plays that are high cap that look really good and are probably gonna get really good movement, that are kind of stagnating right now, which is really surprising. Getting a little bit of a pullback though on the Dow. Yikes. Ugh, it's actually really good. Sometimes they make your coffee like perfect, and sometimes they make it terrible. Which I don't know how they do that, but I cannot believe GameStop mind blowing right now. This is what a plot twist. AMC, I mean, honestly, wow, insane. Flipping, that's improbable. I would suspect at least a double bottom in this range, coming down to like the $9 maybe. Very improbable, making that double bottom on the OBV, which rarely happens, as we mentioned a lot. Pretty crazy price action there. The thing that I think there's to worry about now though is it following the market? Because sometimes you get these phases where it follows the market, you know, and that's kind of gonna be the question here. I think Blink looks fantastic. What's XLE doing? It's balanced. I think XLE is fine. Dollar's getting crushed. I think oil's fine. We have 2 weeks out. In GameStop will rebound hard. I don't know. So this is the point that like when you can't really predict what they're gonna do is because the true value of these companies are terrible. Like, you know, if you the true value of AMC is god awful. The true value of GameStop is nowhere near $160. You know what I mean? So the value of them is terrible. So to assume and guess what we're going to be sitting at, it's really difficult to do. So to say like, are we going to rebound? It's just like you're weighing the pros and the cons. You know what I mean? Like you're just like, man, like it's hard to predict, and that's why I don't like giving specific targets on them. I mean, maybe I'll give you a clickbaity title. I mean, I don't care about that. As long as the content inside my videos are honest, and that's all I care about, to be brutally honest. But you never really know. You can't really. So I think when people say like it's going X, Y, and Z, and this is Y in this amount of time, I'm like, it's a dangerous statement, you know. Lots of calls coming in for AMC. One thing I want to mention is AMC does get this movement, this bullish action going into 9 o'clock sometimes, and then it'll start dropping down. I'm not a naysayer. Okay, I'm not a naysayer. But history tends to repeat itself. And looking where it's at right now, we're holding below that weekly level and we're below the monthly, but really getting rejected from that weekly open that it just had. Interesting. Come on, AMC, you sob. Is CTRM undervalued right now? Hard to say. They haven't had any announcements of any new vessels, and that's really what pushes that stock up if you know anything about like the vessels or the shipping industry. When they announce new vessels or new purchases, that's when you get really big pumps. And they haven't announced any, you know, in a minute. GME. Some calls. Something. It's like an unusual. It's like a flow review. Biggest flow. Number one is Facebook. Facebook calls coming in. Wow. Interesting. I did not see that one coming. I don't know if you know, but the data leak that happened with Facebook was pretty bad. What is Facebook at? Let's look. A lot of people are asking in the Discord to short them. I was like, I'm just not touching them. They're going up. Because that makes sense. Data leaks equal more people want to buy your service. Think about it. Who announced it? CTRM? Did they? If they announced a direct offering, that explains quite a bit. Please let me know in the chat who announced the direct offering. Did they? Let's see. Find out really quick. Yes, here we go. That explains it. So you usually get a drop, but where's that value at? It's a good buy. This is a great buy right now. CTRM, I'll make a video on it today. Great buy. Great buy right now. Hands down. This is kind of, yes. Oh my God, it's an easy buy. I wouldn't go extremely heavy into it, but it's an extremely good buy right now. For me, personally. Just do your own DD, but. Yeah, that's an easy play. Where's NIO? I hate trading view right now. It's pissing me off. NIO got rejected at the weekly open. Really strange action what we're seeing. Only thing I can think is because the Dow's getting... No, Dow's not getting creamed. Dow's creaming. Dow's doing good. I think we're just getting a delayed reaction. This is weird. This is weird price action that we're seeing because indexes are so strong. You know what I mean? SPY's the only one. SPY isn't lagging either. It's at all-time highs. Wow. Dude, Chewy. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? This is one of the most frustrating trades I've had right now that I'm looking at. God. Holy crap, it's pissing me off. I'm mad that I can't see the value of these stocks as I'm going through. That I have to fucking click on each one. It's infuriating. Dip on Nasdaq. There's no even bearish flow right now. That's the absolute craziest part. I think we're seeing money. Look at NIO's getting a lot of calls. I think NIO's fine. Now weekly is dangerous, but long terms are fine. I think. Once let me open the chat back up. You're not seeing any bearish flow. I mean, there's no money going into the actually no money flowing into the bear side of things. Good, Microsoft doing well. NVIS probably follows Microsoft. And this dipper here, look how quick that got bought. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. I think this is strong. I want to double down right now. I want to double down on Chewy bad. I want to double down on this. I feel very good. And if you're in the Discord, I bought some CTRM, but someone said PaySafe. I'm falling off. PaySafe's doing fine. Holding that level. That's all you want to see is hold that level. Dude, I'm telling you, this is like... Chewy does not make sense right now. I'm extremely confident in Chewy. That is like testing the integrity of my DD right there. Or my charting. That's on CCIV. I like CCIV. I think it's a bit dangerous. I think people are coming out with really high targets on it. I think it's a good I think they will be a good... I think they're different than all the other EVs, right? They're like the top tier. And people were saying they're really expensive, but look how expensive the new Hummer is. You know what I mean? Like, people are like talking about how expensive EVs are. But like, look at the base price of the Hummer. Insane. It's like 100 grand. The base. Like, and then you can like upgrade it to like 160 grand. Like, it's insane. So people were like over dramatizing the price of these EVs. But like, what you don't realize is the wages are going up. You know what I mean? Like, people are making more money. Like, it's dumb mentality. And like, you're also realizing that a whole sector of cars is going obsolete if we really come to that fact. So I think CCIV price range doesn't scare me at all. What they need to do, they need to get out. They need to get public fast. They need to get their product out as quick as possible. That's what they need to be doing. And that's the worrisome part for me. Look at everything. Oh my, nothing's moving. What is going on? I got the Dow flying. I got the Nasdaq. I mean, it just doesn't even come down. Like, just what? Oh my God, this is mind-numbing stuff right here. Oh, look at GME coming up. GME's doing good. Oh, so that didn't make too much sense for GME. That'd be funny if we see all of it flow from AMC to GME. That'd be funny. I'm also looking at root plays. I just don't know when to enter root yet. That's the only thing. And if you're in the Discord and you haven't seen me enter root, like, people are like, I'm entering it. I'm like, well, I'll tell you when I'm entering it. If you want to wait till I enter, it's totally up to you. Do whatever you want. But like, long-term stock looks fine, like, honest for me. But I'm pretty greedy when it comes to my entries. I'm pretty conservative. I don't like to leave too much room for error. Tyler, I think the Lucid body style is OEM compared to the Ultima. Looks like an Ultima. I think the Lucid's nice. I think it's nice, and the quality compared to other. Andrew's reading PLTR. I'm not gonna like. I don't know. Focus too much on like. I made the troll video. I thought that was good. I don't want to like just butcher anyone. You know what I mean? Like people eventually got to make their own decisions. If they want to watch people. It's up to you guys. People were like saying I was itching for views. I was like, that's a stretch. But yeah. So you guys eventually got to make your own decisions on who you want to watch and why you want to watch them. Best of luck. One sec. Eric Kane say what? Average price of a car is like 30, 35K. You're paying 100K for a losing investment. That is stupid AF. For a normal person, okay, we agree. Again, like when we talk about Lucid, we talk about the Hummer. When we talk about, to a certain extent, like most Teslas now, like that aren't the lower tier ones, you're providing to a different market. You're not providing to your average person that works down at McDonald's. You know what I mean? You're not providing it to your middle class American. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So it's hard to say. It's hard to say because I agree it's a depreciating asset. It's like one of the, I mean, that's like day one in college. Like when you're in finance, like what should you never buy first when you get money? Like a car, don't buy the car. Don't buy the car. Maybe buy the house, but don't buy the car. You know what I mean? That they preach that to you, right? They burn it in your head. So I get where you're coming. I totally get it, but you have to realize that they're not marketing to people that don't have a lot of money. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. But like GM, Toyota, those are gonna be the cars that go to like the middle class, lower tier America, and they're gonna have faults. They're gonna have faults with their batteries. They're probably not gonna have the strongest batteries, at least for the coming few years. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta realize that. Itching for views. I know. I lost like 200. I lose a few hundred subs based on any type of video. And I know when I make the video, I'm like, I'm gonna lose some subs. Who cares? I mean, YouTube, like I make a little bit of money. It's nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's whatever. But people that say I'm itching for views, I mean, like you can go look at people's pages and they only make a video on AMC. They make 4 videos on AMC a day. I'm like, who's itching for views? Come on, let's be real. AMC can only do so much. But I know there's some drama or something going on in Trey's channel. Someone said he posted something about like he had some DD or something. I know people were like sending screenshots, putting on Twitter and Reddit and stuff, or stock twits. He got some like death threats or something. It's crazy. You gotta be careful. That's the part that I don't think people understand. Is that like people are putting a lot of money into this, into meme stocks at that. Stuff starts going bad and people are pushing these stocks to the roof. Like not only are like you losing them money, and that's super terrible for that person, but they might try to hurt you. You know what I mean? How long am I holding the blink option? I don't know. I'm looking at the market right now. I'm astonished. I'm astonished. Going into the start of the week, this is what I wanted. You know what I mean? We were sitting at this level. I was like, look, I think the market's gonna open up bullish. I'm feeling very strong. We open up extremely strong. Every index is pumping through the roof. This does happen. It's happened before to me. You can't be too upset about it. But everything's opening up through the roof. We're doing exactly what we wanted. We're reaching new highs. We're pushing the ceiling. Like, it's like, what? You know, like, this is tough right here. And I know they're gonna pop. I'm pretty confident. So right now I'm just watching the indexes and seeing the indexes start losing strength. They don't have to get out. That'll be my cue. But if the let's say if the stocks drop while the indexes are popping, I have to live with that. You know what I mean? I have to. I'm willing to cut my losses. I'm willing to scratch profits on anything that I've won on. You know what I mean? Like, because everything I'm doing, the DD, all of it, like, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, the logic is there. But like sometimes we just move the opposite way, even though the markets are doing what we want. You have to live with it. You know what I mean? You have to live with your decision and why you're getting into a play. The fundamentals are trash and they're not making any good moves, run by idiots. If Root doesn't moon, you'll be sleeping with the fishes. If Root doesn't moon, I haven't pushed, like, I mean, I haven't even posted any entries or anything, which you guys know I'll post my entries 100% when I start to get into it. I love this level. There's a possibility that we come down lower. This is pretty brutal, the OBV. But if you look at their earnings, look at the earnings call, like, it's nothing but good news on these guys. It's nothing but good news. And now my question is do I wait till we get closer to second quarter earnings or first quarter earnings? But that's going to be the real question. What do I do here? How long do I wait this out? Because I think I'm being a little bit greedy by waiting. Because I think it is such a massive... But if I enter two, I'm entering a large position. I'm not... There's no reason for me to enter a small position here. There's zero reason. Like, this is like one of the best plays, I think, potentially of the year. GameStop at least trying to improve. Talking about what are y'all talking about? AMC or talking about GME? I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, indexes are just crushing right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, holding support, it's good. Chewy came down, touched support. Sitting a little bit underneath. Ugh, tough. 25, we're sitting back in it. We're like right here. I just like kind of throw your hands up right now. Oh, what's that? What's going on, guys? One sec. I'm looking at the price of some stuff really quick. Nasdaq shredding. And the fact that we're holding this range for so long at 912, weird. Strong. I mean, you can't be upset with the movement that we're getting. I really do want to cut one position. That's the only thing I'm thinking about is cutting one. I want to cut Chewy or Blink. I'm debating. I know for a fact the second I cut Chewy, the absolute second I cut this thing, I know it's gonna rip. It's just too beat up. There's no way. I mean, like, we had great entries. The tech is ripping. Now you're just... Ignas is a really big troll. I encourage trolling, but I think he's a really good troll, so it's hard to know when he's joking around. Yeah, Blink is just holding that range. Charge Point looks really good too this morning. Like, Charge Point and Blink have a lot of reason to go. They have huge catalysts behind them. Chewy is killing me. Holy crap. Everyone DM me, what do I follow the other two? I'm one of the first joining premium. Guys, if you're in the Discord and you don't have access to the stuff, you gotta DM me. I can't read your mind. You know what I mean? I can't. There's no way I can read your mind. Like, there's zero possibility of me reading your mind. Like, this, I mean, man, fucking tough. Absolutely tough. That's bro. Joking or just came off Trey and my money hype video. 1 second, 1 sec. Chewy. Oh my god. Tough, tough, tough. Is there new? Maybe there's news. We'll see really quick. They have nothing but good news. That's funny. I'm about to I'm literally about to add double down here. They don't have any bad news. They have nothing while they're going down. So what I wanted to make sure about. No logic, dude. They lost 80% going up. I'm quadrupling. I spelled it. They didn't teach you how to read minds in college. I'm quiet. That's on my stock. Don't get emotional because you talking to me. CNK Cinemark's actually a solid DD on a company if you look into them. 1 sec. I'm trying to figure out Chewy. I'm debating how big I'm gonna enter here because I really like it. I really like Chewy. What's ChargePoint doing? Everything's kind of just holding this weird spots. Even though indexes are ripping. Sorry. Rough cough. I mean, just insane to look at what's going on. We're just holding these, like, just being held down. I'm telling you, I love Chewy. I cannot get over how much I love it. I think oil is gonna pop. It's just taking a sec. We have dollar value being just shredded right now. So oil should go up. Walmart got these, like, you're seeing money flow into big plays. Look at cheddar flow really quick. There is no money flowing into puts. Literally none. Absolutely none. I think NIO is setting up for a huge rip too. Where's it at? 39. That's so cheap. Holy crap. You have Nasdaq. Nasdaq will probably push middle of the day again. It'll probably keep going near lunch. Maybe before. I mean, it's holding this range the whole day. This is crazy. Yeah, Zom, not even thinking about Zom. Guys, Zom has like 2 weeks out. 2-3 weeks out. Let me look. I don't even... How long does Zom have out? There's no way I bought a weekly. I know I didn't buy a weekly. No, the 23rd. Yeah, fine. The Chewy and the Blinks are a little bit more concerning because they're shorter term. The Tesla's printed for me. Holy crap, those are juicy. Like a juicy drop pop. But... 794. I kind of want to replay Tesla coming back down to the support. I think the market is just... It's weird that we're getting a retracement on the market right now with indexes popping up. This is the weird part, and this is kind of like, I think the mind. Like, I mean, look at the Dow. Look at the, you know what I mean? Like, the whole market's flying. I'm just debating right now. Do I add more Chewy? That's the hard decision, right? Well, how's BA look? Boeing. Has to be ripping, right? No, not ripping. Wow, not ripping at all. Oh my god. I feel like I mean, like, so many stocks look so good. No, this guy, I know who this is. No, that's our wannabe Chance the Rapper. Boeing looks thicker than a bowl of oatmeal right now. Holy crap. If this was a woman, I'd be impregnating her right now. Holy crap. That is beautiful. See, look how it's mounting that monthly level. Easy run to like 260, I think, here. How's Boeing look? There's no calls coming in. The hell? the hell's going on? Why is no one talking about this? There's no flow even. I mean, that's a pretty big order right there. For this is a weekly 200 strike, a million, 1.1 mil. Holy crap! Yeah, someone's buying that. Holy crap! I love Boeing here. Oh man, I want to buy some. We're just holding that range. I mean, could we come down? Maybe. Unlikely. Weekly and monthly support right there, massive levels. DNN, yeah, all uranium plays are popping right now. I know Denison's doing well. It's a longer hold though. Just I'm waiting. Because Kelsey's OnlyFans. I'm sure you already talked about this. What are your thoughts on GB press releases? I didn't even see them. What was the press release? I didn't even see it. GME. You send me a link. Oh, here. How much is it offering? $1 billion. These guys are mad. Okay, so I'll give you my opinion. This is gonna be an opinion. I think I'll probably make a video on this actually, because this is gonna be the most real. This is why I said that the dilution wasn't bad, and people were like, "Tyler, you're an idiot. Do you not understand what dilutions do?" I'm like, guys, I'm the idiot. Do you not understand what's gonna happen to AMC if they don't do a dilution? Where are they gonna just poof out the billions of dollars they need to cover their debt in the next year? You know, because they're not gonna get it from Kong versus Godzilla. They didn't make that much money in the opening week. And people are like, yeah, Tyler, they did, but COVID, it's like no, a lot of people streamed it from home. I personally, you're gonna hate me, I streamed Kong Godzilla from home. Me and my son watched it, and we loved it. Anyways, so, this is an important thing. So yes, we saw a dip. I think there's more money behind GameStop than there's AMC. Personally, we saw a dip down, yes. But then we quickly saw a rebound back up. Now we're having a flag. This looks strong. GameStop, I like GameStop here. I think all stocks look incredible right now. Absolutely incredible. I can't say it enough. Everything looks just incredible at the moment. But what they're doing is they're using this to raise money instead of taking on more debt as a company, because they're going to have to expand. And people don't understand, when you expand your business and you make... And they're transitioning. GameStop's transitioning, which is super smart. So if you're looking at AMC and GameStop, one of these companies is transitioning to what's happening with the market and the economy. And then you have AMC, which is doing nothing. They're going to run the same ship. They're maybe making some deals with streamers, but they're going to lose money from that in the long run, if you think about pre-COVID levels. So these are things you have to talk about, right? And GameStop is using this money to shift their business, because we know it's expensive to pivot your whole business model. If you don't know that, I don't know how to explain it to you. When you run a business a certain way and then you start changing it, this is why they talk. I think that one of the best way for people to start understanding investments, until Wrench told you, nah. No, I had an educated conversation with someone else. He explained his side of it. I sat back, took the consensus of what he said, and I said, he's actually right. I even said it in my video. So you can get mad. People can say this, and this. But unlike most people, I admit when I'm wrong on my channel. I make a video when I'm wrong about a video. I consistently do that, actually. So you can try to attack me, but you're just kind of... You just prove your like stupidity on how much you don't watch and how much you don't pay attention to what's really going on. So anyways, but it was Belmont. Yeah. So Belmont, we were talking about it. He had a really good perspective on it. So the dilution, and if you go look at the last video when I said, is dilution going to kill AMC, everyone freaked out about the title. But if you look at it, I was saying, I don't think dilution's bad. If you take 1-on-1 now, and you really take a step back and look at what's going on with the company, you look at the interest on the debt that they have, they need to pay it off soon. They need to pay it off quicker, sooner than later. They need to pay it off because it's going to kill them. Anyways, so look what GameStop's doing. They're going to be using that money to not be paying off major debt. They're going to be using it to shift the business model and not take on debt, which is huge. That's such an important thing to know. Now, this doesn't mean GameStop's worth this much money. I disagree. I don't think GameStop is worth over $100. Don't think it's worth maybe even over $60 a stock. But they're giving reason to actually increase in value, and it shows that the dilution isn't going to kill, you know, the run that it's having. That's what I'm trying to say right now. And that's what I've kind of that's what I did say in the last video. And the fact that we're running up on AMC, this is crazy. This is wild. I did not suspect. I suspected we get back above and hold this range. I did suspect we come down and double bottom at 887. I did suspect that. We did not. We pumped back up. That's why I didn't make any videos. I mean, it's almost impossible to predict when we bounce and stuff, but you want to see us hold certain levels, which now we're back into this area of no man's land. So maybe make a hedgy hammer video today. But in the long run of things, I mean, I think that the dilution is what's going to, in turn, save the companies. You got a good laugh at it. Actually, I don't know how I kept a straight face either, to be honest. I think I was so pissed off when I was making it. If you want to make... So, yeah, I agree. If you vote no and it gets denied, I think you should see possibly a short pop. But you have to know within the next few months, AMC is going to figure out a way to get money so they survive as a company. They're going to. Okay? No matter what, they're going to try to figure out a way to survive. It's the CEO's job on the line. You know what I mean? So he's going to try to figure out a way to make money and to save the company. You have to realize that. I am astonished what's happening right now. This is just mind-blowing. This is mind-numbing. Why is Facebook updated on the news? No idea. No idea. They have massive calls coming in, though. You can see they're actually the #1 list on the flow. Well, they were. Apple is now. You're seeing IWM puts coming in now for hedges. It's actually not a bad idea. I mean, AMC killing. Probably gonna have a strong day. We'll probably won't see a slowdown until maybe like 10:30. I'm curious. AMC gonna close above this week? No idea. I cannot tell you that. Tech is killing. Like tech should be killing. Some of it's not killing. You have Chewy not killing. We have I mean, some of the biggest tech plays I love trading, Crowd, CRM, Salesforce, doing nothing, just getting killed right now. Insane price action. This is just weird, just completely weird. AMC chart. I know. I've went over it. This looks strong. Now I think what you want to see on the 15 minutes is, can it hold above this range? Can it hold above these two areas? This is a pretty big resistance area if you look at it. Got a minute. It's probably gonna hold above the weekly and then above the monthly. That's a huge area of resistance right now. So just keep that in your. I would just keep that on your watch list of what you're watching. GameStop is doing really well. I think GameStop is. What's happening with GameStop is crazy. I kind of want to grab some calls. Chewy's slowly bouncing, but I mean, this is just, things should be rocketing. Logically speaking, this thing should be going berserk. Absolutely, it should be going just berserk right now. This is dumb. That's even in this range. Doesn't make any. That's so stupid. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna make too many more AMC videos, so. I mean, I don't mind making them. I just don't like dealing with maybe I don't know if it gives a bad look to my channel also, but I think a lot of people don't understand my viewpoint. They don't understand that you can have a level of resistance up here and then you can have a level of support down here, and that you're just kind of getting chopped in this range. I mean, if you look, you're getting chopped all in this range. Like, it's just chopping up and down, and really that's what you want on AMC right now. You want just chop and consolidation in a specific range for the coming weeks going into the end of the month. That's what you want. But yeah, I don't know how much more I want to cover AMC on the channel if I don't have a position right now either. You're the root guy now. How's root? It's down. I know it's down that level. See, that's holding that range. We'll see. I haven't entered the position yet. I've been waiting. I've been really patient. I think this range is really nice though. This like 1180. I like it a lot. I just don't know how much I want to buy and how I'm going to play it. I mean, look at indexes. We're coming up to that resistance though. Insane. How's DraftKings? I kind of want to play some DraftKings. Gosh, it looks insane. What about Pin? Has Pin popped yet? Usually one of them pops first. One of them will break that level, and the other one will follow. Is there any even calls on these? I probably should grab a hedge though, like a IWM put or something, just in case. Yeah, lots of DraftKings coming in. Sweeps. No pins. Wow. A lot of people don't trade pin. A lot of people prefer to trade DraftKings. I think it's just because people are uneducated on the market, though. They just don't know about pin, which is crazy that you don't know about it. I remember when they were like a $20, $30 stock. Insane. Yeah, DraftKings could pop. The question is, how high could it go? Maybe like to 66. Maybe we've seen it run though. You know, we've seen it run like crazy. It's there. It's trying to push. Cancel my State Farm. I'm gonna go into going to Farmers. Ehang looking. Ehang's scary. I think the company's pretty. I think AMC. I think not AMC. I think Ehang is a scary company to be investing in, personally. Wow. Check NIO before I have a stroke. Do you have call? I mean, this looks, yeah, this looks fine. This looks really good too. EVs look really good. EVs look, even with the chip shortages, are killing. You know what I mean? They're production wise. Like the production should be like eye opening, and people should be like, okay, wow, global chip shortage, they're doing well. What happens when chip shortage is resolved and they go back to normal? Because it's showing the demand is there. You know what I mean? The demand is there for their vehicles. So really good stuff you're seeing. Dude, what is going on? I'm really just waiting on the pop. You know, I'm just waiting for stocks to go boom. So we got Blink moving. I mean, Blink was solid. Just because the infrastructure play and everything like that, Blink was a really good play. Tyler saying you and Bill might make a good team. It was a fun I think we have similar viewpoints. We trade differently though. We trade differently 100%, but that part's fine. And we don't really, I don't think we either get offended at each other. You know what I mean? Like I won't get offended. As long as like you like talk like educated and like you don't like just like get upset when someone says something, like I 100% will get along with you. You know what I mean? I enjoy when someone has a different viewpoint than me. Cause again, it's like with the AMC, like with the dilution thing, you know what I mean? Like it changed my perspective if you're not just thinking about short term, right? And me personally, as an options trader, if I'm looking at AMC, I 100% want the vote for dilution to be snipped. 100%. Okay. Like 100%. I want the dilution. I want to get trashed. Like 100%. But if you're in stock, which majority of the people are, which people don't realize, if you own stock on AMC, you want the dilution to get passed. Why? Because it gives you a long-term, let's say you get stuck in the stock, okay? You get stuck with your positions. You're going to be fine. You know what I mean? So, AMC at 1382, no way. You're a liar. You're a liar. There's no way. It's at 1038. So I think at that perspective, like, and people are like, well, I'm here for the long haul. Well, if you're here for the long haul, then you want the dilution to get passed. So you don't have a 5-month time period to where you could die. You lose all your money. You know what I mean? That's what you should be looking at. And I don't think people are really looking at it that way. Like they say they're here for the long haul, but they're like, then you mention the long, you're like, I don't want that to happen. You know what I mean? And so it's like, I mean, you know, Zom. I've been saying Zom on this channel. I don't like it at all for a long time. And people like say I'm arrogant. I'm this. I'm that. I'm looking for views. I never make videos on stocks that perform like I expected. You know what I mean? Unless it's like a long-term pick, and then I'm making update videos on them constantly, right? But like Zom, I never made a video going over me being right about them being trash ever, not once. Yeah, the equity. That's what I mean, some people won't understand though. I'm not being. It's just like, and it's hard for me to say certain things without indirectly insulting people, and sometimes. So I just like, I just would rather not talk about it. How's Sundial? Is Sundial coming down to our level? No, not yet. High tide, man. If it breaks above this range, it is gonna freaking soar. IPNFF. There we go. That was it. Until this thing's gonna soar. I kind of want to buy a few. I feel pretty like safe here too. I might buy $1,000 worth of it. Just going into tomorrow for the trade. Quick trade. How much is it? I'm telling you, I think this is gonna go like to 70 cents. That'd be crazy if there's options on it. And I mean, there's no way there is, but that would be just like hilarious to think about. Could you imagine? Man, I don't know how much I want to buy though. What's the fee on this? Man, $5, that's nothing. People always complain about the fee. Like, there's a $5 fee. I'm like, I mean, how much are you buying? $20 worth? Like, why is that a problem? Just, I love it. I'm about to buy $1,000 worth of it. Ugh. I'll have to do a limit. You're kidding me. Dang it. I hate doing limits on OTCs. Ugh. I feel so good about this. I just want a little bit of a better... I should have bought it this morning. But this is like confirmation that what we're getting right now. I'm seriously about to put $1,000 into this stupid thing. Screw it. Put it in. Say it with me, boys. It's just money. About $1,000 worth. I can't believe I bought $1,000 worth of IP and FF. That's hilarious. I'll post that in the Discord. I'm telling you, I think this is going to run to like 60 cents easy, maybe 70 cents. We'll see. I think it's going to go just crazy. Chewy, man. Oh, man. Dude, the Chewy, this is pissing me. Looking at this is just making me mad. Like, no logic. I think I'm going to have to exit Chewy. I'll wait till. Okay, can I set an alert? Alert. We're getting a dip. Look at that. Great timing. Can you text me? Just send me an email. Is that free now? That's crazy. I mean, they must have just made that free. Wow, that's really cool. If so, they made those alerts free. Go back to the chat. Sorry, I bought a lot of that. Okay. It's gonna go down, dude. It's just money. Worst case scenario, I lose some money. I'm telling you. I mentioned them yesterday though. I mentioned them yesterday in the video about stocks to watch for the week. AMC's on fire. What's it at right now? Is it holding that 10-4 range? That's really good if it's holding that range. Yeah, it is. It is strong candle. Strong candle. I mean, this is great. But this is what I don't like. You know, this is what I mentioned that I don't love, is that we're getting these really crazy moves. And this isn't, it's a parabolic move. You have to admit. So like we're close here and we're gapped right back up. I don't like this gapping. Like you have to like know that this isn't what you want. We're always getting these strong moves up and then we just start correcting. You know what I mean? Like maybe I'm wrong, maybe it doesn't happen, but we've had a lot more success with that's the smallest coffee ever. We've had better success, I think you're being sarcastic, with just a trending. You know what I mean? And that's what you want. I think you want trending consolidation and then we'll slowly start getting those legs. You know what I mean? That's what you want. That's what I would want if I'm looking at it. Me personally, it's up to you, but you know, you're gonna have to do whatever you want to do. I don't know what to tell you. It's not too late to get in, Jake. Don't take your FOMO against. I mean, if you watch the videos, you know my bias. You know where I think we go. I think there's more catalyst for AMC to go up. I think you just want to see sideways movement. I think you're really getting it. You're just getting it on a larger scale. All right, you're still getting that consolidation, right? So let's say there's a possibility we just trend in this range all of March. You know what I mean? It is a possibility. And if you really look at it, it looks like, because we're so zoomed in, it looks like, you know, this is more action, but it's honestly really similar to what we saw down here. You know what I mean? And maybe I'm I want too little of consolidation. I mean, this is still a pretty big, $6 down to like 530. We came back up to 650. You know, we just trended. That's all we did for almost a month, but a little over half a month, you know? So maybe we see that action again in this range. And if it does that, I'm a buyer at that point. If we start to trend long enough in this range, I like it, but I don't want to see crazy movement like this. You don't want to see gaps. You want to see just trending up and down, up and down. I agree, Gavin. They're nearly impossible to predict. But what you can notice is when they start to get huge levels of attraction on the upside or the downside, whatever you want to say, you can kind of tell when they're going to get that movement, you know, because you get that consolidation. Just, I think it's easier to tell when you're going to get that pop to a certain extent if it's really like a squeeze or whatever you want to call it, right? Just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think it gets a little bit easier to tell when's a good time to be in, but not to be in. I think Blink is about to pop. I'm really hoping that pops. Chewy's blowing my mind right now. I mean, this is the greatest news you could have got right here for Chewy. Expected to be profitable by this year. That's amazing. That is phenomenal. At that point, you shift your business model again. But yeah, well, at least marketing plans. AMC is trending towards $1 million per share. Pull a call too. We aren't playing AMC Gap. Only your mom. Cannot finish that one. The good JVA. What is JVA? No, I did not look at it. Dude, Chewy is blowing my mind. It's so tempting to buy more on it. I'm withholding my hands. It's like trying very hard not to spin anything on them. IPNFF. I got it at 48 cents. About. We're kind of just like popping around. I don't know if we're gonna get the movement today. Could be tomorrow. We'll see. I'm a fan though. I'm a fanboy. We'll see. I'll either make good money or I'll lose a little bit. AMC, look at it. Like it looks so strong actually. That's incredible. It's incredible what it's doing. Well, the good thing about Chewy, if you're looking at it, right? So we're getting crushed. So let's go over why they had the big move up. Great earnings, they killed. They're very close to they're actually EPS shows that they are actually profitable right now, but they'll be net profitable by the end of the year. Good. Revenue, phenomenal. That probably slows down middle of the year because COVID type stuff. But then again, people are becoming loyal customers. But it's a different base. So people like we're comparing GameStop to Chewy. Total different base. Total different base. I would be willing to say people are more willing to order stuff online for their pets based on relationship than with their kids. And you're like, what, Tyler, you're saying people care about their pets more than their dog, than their kid? To a certain extent, it's a different level of connection. I would say that. Me personally, I'm not a pet guy. But when you order something and you have stuff regularly coming in from Amazon and that's just like that feel, I think people really like that with their pets. And I think Chewy provides like that care package type thing when it comes to your pets. So I think that they really like that. Also, like, so as a company, I think Chewy's going to do phenomenal. They're doing really well. You're kind of knife catching at this point, but look what's happening. The consolidation, you're rounding off this bottom on Chewy. I love that. I love that. You're sitting at like 80. We've been sitting there like all day. The Nasdaq is just, it's killing it. So tech is just shredding. The fact that we're not going up, we're seeing money flow into big money, into big stocks first, which is, I guess, what you would suspect. But I don't know. CTRM dip. I bought a little bit this morning, like a few $100, like $300 worth. Not crazy amounts. They had a direct offering. They had a direct offering at 65 cents. So buying it here is like you're buying above what the direct offering. I mean, it's an easy strategy for me personally. Just a few $100 though. Nothing crazy. Where is Trey? They got some like death threats or something. Someone said. Hey, you know, I can say what I want about the Reddit people going over Reddit on YouTube and stuff. Trey does his DD. He does. He made a Zom video on DD, and he was pretty on. I mean, he wasn't super bullish on Zom. He really wasn't. But yeah, so he I know some people are they don't like Trey. I think they gave him some like best of luck to him though. I hope he's doing well. Yeah, Pins is killing. Pins is back above. Pins wants to. I'm telling you, all tech looks the same. All tech looks like it wants to pop. You know, they all look good. And EVs look extremely well also. People are expecting us. I don't think we're gonna slow down. I think the market is primed. I mean, look at the level of consolidation we've had for the past 3 months. So during February, this is mid-February, we dumped and then we just consolidated in this area, right? Nasdaq's the only one that took an L. Everything else kind of stayed really sideways, like looking at SPY and stuff. Those stayed pretty relatively sideways. Dow has been ripping though. So we'll see. I think the market continues. I think we look strong. I love the market as of right now. Feeling very good. Death trays. Elon Tusk. I can't control how people feel in the chat. You know what I mean? The Discord. I can't control people. I mean, I'm not gonna like tell people to not say. I mean, like just don't like say racist slurs. But, like I'm not gonna tell people what you can and can't say in the chat. You know what I mean? Like I don't care what you guys say. People are gonna get mad. Root entry point. I made a video where I like root for entries. We're there right now. We're right below it actually right now. But I haven't entered yet. People in the Discord will know when I enter. Everyone in the Discord will know when I enter a position. Right now, I'm just reporting news on them and how I see them moving. But people in the Discord will get notified exactly when I enter, why I enter, everything like that. They'll get all of it. And then I'll make a video on it as well. So they don't think I'm just not gonna like let everyone know, but right now I'm just waiting. I'm not itching to get in right now. I'm just like sitting on my hands, like whatever happens, happens. We'll see. ADT, is that insurance? No, I haven't talked about it. I'm not touching it. See if it's coming to resistance. Root ticking a dookie. So looking at the chart, that's what I was saying. Possible we come down. Like we are getting that. I thought this might break. We're sitting on that resistance right now. In my opinion, we already broke this resistance. I think that broke it, right? We came down. I think we're gonna break below this. I think we're gonna break down, get a retest and break back down. Now this is the question. Do we drop below 1020 and go deeper? Or how do we move? That's gonna be the real question. That's gonna be where I enter, is when we get down here. That's I like stock entering here and start dollar cost averaging. I like that. I'm not entering options. I told everyone, like, I have no idea when this is going to start moving. The short interest is only going to start increasing. And no one's talking about it yet. That's the one thing I love about this, right? So look at root. How much is it to short? Was it like 8.4 on Thursday? Yeah, it was on 8.4. We're a little higher now. It's just hard. It's hard to time these. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to time. Like, but not only are you buying, like, maybe a short squeeze play, you're buying into a good company. So like I feel fine either way, you know what I mean? I don't know what Kyle's doing. I texted him. We're supposed to go to the gym later, I thought. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. Let me text him. YouTube money? Is that what that means, Jorge? Ugh. Coffee splurge. There's just like splurge all over me. So, I mean, the lower we go on root, the happier I am. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind root dipping at all. I prefer stocks I like to dip. Until I get into them, obviously, then I want to see. Do you think we'll all die from COVID before the squeeze? Man, I'm curious if we're gonna. So I have a theory, personally, that this is my opinion. I think we're gonna have another outbreak on COVID. Now you could disagree with me. I understand the herd immunity thing. Maybe, possibly. I don't know personally. I think it could happen. I think it could happen. And now we're learning that in China, like it went for a while, they didn't have any cases, and now there's like 60 deaths yesterday of COVID, which is weird that they had no cases and now there's 60 deaths. But we know that China lies about everything, so it's like listen to them at your own will. Like who knows what's gonna happen there, you know? So man, I think I'm debating. I might exit Blink just to. I'm not changing subject. I'm just thinking about myself mentally. I think the market's just so strong though. Anyways, so I think there's a possibility. We're looking at what's going on in Brazil and these other countries, and granted, they're like kind of like they're not third world countries, but they're borderline. They're getting there. They're close. And we're looking at what's happening with these strains and stuff, and I just don't know. And I know a lot of people aren't getting the vaccine. I'm not getting. I don't really care to get the vaccine personally. So I'm just thinking about it. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think there's in the back of my head. I'm constantly thinking though, another outbreak, another outbreak, another outbreak. So we should have dealt with. He said we should have dealt with COVID like North Korea did. Oh my god. Eric, I agree. I firmly agree. I think people think this herd immunity thing, like, and I think, but what the thing that we're not talking about is our economy cannot afford to do another lockdown. So that's the point. So I don't know. QQQ puts on hits resistance. Possibly, you could. QQQ isn't even near its all-time high though. Crazy. We're getting close though. Filling the gap. Might be a decent play. Dude, I am like itching. I want IP and FF to blow. I feel like I'm really excited about that one. Yeah, another breakout probably would, but it only would hurt us if we locked up. But I think we had a breakout, it would hurt the markets either way because we would anticipate and start pricing in a lockdown. But I think it's funny that Biden talks all this stuff about like, you know, Democrats locked up. I don't think we happen again. I don't think Biden would push a lockdown. I really don't think he would. Dude, Chewy, oh my god, like this is like, Tony, there's no logic here. This is like, man, I love it though. This is looking bad. The OBV, that's looking no buenos, no nachos. You want that to hold. That doesn't hold bad. Here's Walter Buck, shut up. It's like, can you look at CPSH? Did a video on them last week and dropped to dollars. CPSH, I love them. I owned them a while back. So how I played them a long time ago, I bought them on this like $20 dip. Rode them all up. I sold it like 20-30% at this level of my place, and then we started tanking because the market started crashing, right? I think they're a good play though. Holding that support, this is what you want them to hold. I've had this marked for a long time. As long as you hold that, you're fine. I think we're gonna hold. Like long term, I think it's a great stock just because who you're making deals with, like solid company. In my opinion though. Do your own DD. Like look into them for yourself. Like I wouldn't buy, especially with Dead. Like Dead makes really good videos and great stocks. But you have to know, like when he talks about a stock, typically they do pump, and it's not him doing anything. It's just like his following is so strong. You know what I mean? And even like, you know, like Hedges, pay attention to what he talks about. Like every stock he talks about moves when he talks about it. So that's worth mentioning. Dude, I am like itching right now for Chewy. I cannot believe what we're doing. I cannot believe it. Absurd that we're getting the Nasdaq at. I want to show you. I don't think I can double chart on this. Yeah. I don't pay for. It's so stupid to pay for premium because like it's not even worth it. And it's expensive as hell. It's like there's no logical reason to have premium. Let's look really quick. Let me show you my logic on Chewy. Okay. So we're gonna go March 19th. March 19th. Boom. Nasdaq went up. We followed. This thing follows the Nasdaq. Like it's like its baby. This thing follows. Like boom. Started the uptrend. Consolidation. Consolidation. You know what I mean? Like we started the uptrend. Boom. Went soaring. But that was primarily because of earnings as well. So that's things to take into account. But this thing follows the Nasdaq heavily. Heavily, heavily, heavily. And it's just, man, it is not moving. And there's no news on it. That's the thing. There's no negative news. That is the frustrating part of what I'm looking at right now. Mara took off. Mara's taken off. Yeah, Mara's gonna follow these indexes because I think Bitcoin's gonna follow the indexes. Yo, Rando, you know what? We need to hit that. You're insane. Sundial, that's floor. $1, I think, is about the floor. 95 cents for Sundial. Made a video on them yesterday. I don't know. Like it's trying to hold this area. I think it wants to do well, but like we are flagging down, so I would wait personally for me till there. High tide, man. I love it. I think this bad boy's about to rip. I'm waiting for this to rip. He's gonna soar. Oh, I'm so happy. I think IPNFF. I'm not a huge penny player, but I'm getting into finding them because if you do a little bit of DD on these pennies, you can find which ones are gonna move. And you can just look at specific fields. So I just went and looked at. I was like, I'm gonna start looking at some NFT penny stocks and see if I can find a decent one. And I found IPNFF, and I was like, wait. These guys actually have contracts on NFTs already. They haven't really. I mean, this was their pop. This was nothing. I mean, like, yeah, we doubled in value, but have y'all seen how much these pennies are moving lately? So I was like, something's in the water. Something doesn't make sense. And they're also in talks for the NFL deal. If they got the, I mean, I don't think they're gonna get the NFL deal. I think it's unlikely, but they're just like, they're actually like a solid company though. What's my investment strategy? So I make money on the side as well, but I try to keep my option portfolio at a set amount. I never try to get over that amount. I don't like to just increase my options amount because that leads to over trading and overextending and just problems like that. So that's why when so like if I lose a trade, I'm like, I'm fine. Like it's just like it's whatever for me. It's not like a big. It's not a huge deal for me because of the way I manage my personal risk. But that's why I tell people I need to make a video for the Discord primarily. I'll make it public though too. I don't try not to get too many views, but I'm gonna go over my specific rules when it comes to trading options because I never exceed a certain amount of my portfolio. You know what I mean? Like, so let's say I trade with $10,000. I'm never gonna exceed 12% of my portfolio on one specific trade. That makes sense. Now, like Tesla, that was a little bit different. I mean, I think it was like, I think they were like they're 1,200 a piece, right? 1,300 a piece. That was different just because it was just one contract and I liked where it was. I just really liked it. You know, sometimes I'll make an exception, but for the most part, I have specific rules. So the most I'll ever lose is like a 10%, which is a chunk. I agree. It's like $1,200. That hurts. But like, if you've seen once we start hitting and once we start, you know, like once the market really starts perking up, and the market's perking up really well right now, we just did not get, this is an exception. Some days this happens. Like you're just not going to get the movement and it's frustrating. It is what it is. But I mean, in my opinion, nothing's really moving that great today. But like I said, so like you'll have days when you're just tripling your money quick. Like, I mean, people have seen like one day I think we did 4x on open door, like insane money. Fang, you know, we made 3x our money in 4 days on holding Fang stock. So it's like that doesn't really concern me. Like I've got to the point where I'm okay losing. You know what I mean? Now, if you're losing every day, there's a problem. You know what I mean? Like you probably should just take a break, take a step back, and leave. But if I start to make over, like once I start making over that 10 grand, over my whatever my set amount is, right? So even if it's 5 grand, that just reduces how much I'm willing to put into each trade. It's where I'm more aware of certain things. So let's say, for instance, There's different rules that come in. INUV, love them. You guys know it's one of my penny plays I like. So like this is just an example. Like follow me if you can. Let's say I want to enter a Tesla play and it's $1,000 for a call option, right? So that, and I only have $5,000 in my options portfolio, right? So that's 20%, obviously. Quick math, 20% right there is into Tesla. So if I'm looking at that, then I have to play it differently than my typical way that I'm playing it, because I have to hedge that position in order to mitigate the risk, so I can't lose 20% worst case scenario. Like if I'm going into an option, I'm prepared to lose whatever I put into it. You know what I mean? Every single time, which I think some people like. That's why I don't like stops. That's why I'm watching charts all day long. You know what I mean? So I don't have to set specific, lines of resistance and X, Y, and Z. Like, you know what I mean? That's just my play. I mean, rarely I'll jump into penny plays like this, but I have to really like them as well. But when I start getting above that 10,000, when I start making that profits, that's when I start paying myself. I pay myself like sometimes I'll do it once a week. I don't really care for that, but I make money from other stuff, so I don't like need that money. But I'll start putting that into my long-term portfolio and buying more stocks that I like. That's what I'm saying. So like I'm not saying that I come into it like I'm just dying to lose money. That's not the play at all. You know what I mean? Like March, I'm open about it. I don't care. I think people need to know you're gonna lose some months. You know what I mean? Like when you come to the mentality and people are telling you, oh, I made $10,000 this month. I made this, and like I'm not gonna BS you. You're gonna lose money, especially if you're just starting and you're blindly following someone, because chances are like you're just gonna miss certain things. You know what I mean? And so that's where it starts coming into play. But once I start making over that barrier that I have, so let's say 5,000 is my cap, then once I start making over 5,000, then I'll start dumping that money into long-term plays or putting that inside for a cash. So when we have a dip, like we just had with all these major dumps, I was loading up on NIO, I added PLTR, I was adding more high tide, I was adding tons of plays. You know what I mean? I just slowly start adding more. PaySafe was the big one though. Like PaySafe, I was dumping money into that thing. And let me tell you, when PaySafe takes off, your boy is going to be very happy. PSFE, this is probably my favorite long-term stock that I own. I think this might be the next Square Cash, the next PayPal type stock. Honestly, my opinion, I believe in what they do. I did my DD on them. Like the more I look into them, the more I love them. So it's just like that. But like, I mean, like I'm a very open book when it comes to like loss and stuff. I post them. I don't ever delete loss or anything like that. Like, it is what it is. Most people that have been following me, they've been following me since I was at 1,000 subs. They've been with me in the good months, the bad months. They understand. Like, I think that's the most important part is sharing that losing is a crucial point and teacher. Like, you know what I mean? Like, super important. CTRM is a buy right now. I bought CTRM this morning. Only bought like $300 worth though. Not a huge amount. It's just stock. NIO. I'm telling you, I like NIO, but I only have stock. I don't have any options. I know you have options, you animal. It's just man, it looks scary though for options. We're holding that trend. Doesn't look bad. OBV's trying to hold. In the video I posted though, I mentioned this. You know what I mean? The video I posted, right? We had that flag down, broke down, came down. I like where we're at. We're holding. You wanted us to hold this range. We're holding it. I like it a lot. I do like. I hate this pre-market crap going on right there though. More AMC good news. What good news was there? I'll look at it. Galaxy. What is this? You showing me penny bangers? If you're in the here, I'll send a link to the Discord, the free part. I might lock it up. I don't know. Like, I feel like people join the Discord then they leave because I do post when I go live typically in there. So people know. Sometimes it won't show. And you might not like the Discord. If you're like a pro AMC, like you don't like hearing anything else, like you might not like it, I don't know. But like I encourage people to post on the Discord in the low cap banger section. I really do. If you have pennies, tell me why you like them, please. First of all, tell me why you like them. And then if I like them, I'll make a video on them. I look into most of these all the time. What's AMC at? Dude, AMC looks, I mean, this is crazy what's going on with AMC. GME, holy crap, man, I want some GME. I wanted to buy GME at 178. It took a lot of self-control right there. We got a message. I have to be careful. I let you guys see. God, this guy's trash. If I can meet him in real life, I'd be like, dude, wrap it up. Don't ever make an album again. It's not your calling. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. IPNF still play. I'm in IP. I entered at like 48 cents. I personally waited until it started to gap up, until it started to get to that resistance. Because just from like experience, when you're looking at these penny plays, right? What happens? This is just from how I look at them, right? You get this double top here, and then typically we blow through. Like, let's look at an example. Ooh, Zcan looks cool. Zcan double top and then made another gap up. This might be a bad example, actually. Wow. I know TCAT did the same thing. I think Zcan's gonna actually fly. I think it looks good. Wow, I might play. It's just more expensive. Do they have a? Has it been this price? Wow, TCAT. Like, so the TCAT's a good example. Touched, came back down. Raw. I'm not saying we go to $43 on IPNF, like at all. But yeah, a lot of these plays are doing the same thing. Honestly, I don't even know names of all the penny plays, but if you know any, like, just send me. I'll look at an example. The charts look very similar. A lot of them look similar. I'll be eyeballing IP and FF. I think Rocket's a really scary play. I would not look at them as a company. Be careful. Stocks are skyrocketing. Sorry, what you're playing Viacom? I haven't touched Viacom. I've been wanting to. It's scary. You're getting the consolidation, but look what it's doing. Like, it looks like it wants to break down. So this is a 4-hour. We'll go to the 15-minute. Okay, so if we look, just my opinion. What's going on, right? Usually I'll use a parallel channel. Really tight range. Right, so super tight range, breaking below. So then we have this terrible action. Holding below last week, holding below the monthly, now holding below this week. This looks like it wants to go down. I'm just not touching it. I don't... Until we start to get it... In my opinion, you want to wait till we get above this range here. If you get above this range, you're looking happy. You know what I mean? You're looking pretty. But until then, there's no point. Like, what? That's like a 5% move. Like, you're missing on 5% profits at that point. But if you hold above that, high chance we start moving back up. I don't see the reason to get into it right now, personally, for me. How's DraftKings? Man, I wanted to enter DraftKings today. Everything's just lagging. Like, stocks aren't really going crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, big stocks are. Like, big caps, they are. Like, Facebook, Apple, they're looking good. But, like, a lot of tech isn't moving yet. You know what I mean? Like, tech isn't really, like, crowd isn't doing anything. CRM's looking good, actually. Wow, CRM's perking up. Because I think we might start seeing a run near the end of the day. I'm curious to how we start moving. How's Tesla looking? I wanted to replay it. 7-11. No, I thought it was at 7. I was going to be so upset. 694. Top of $14 call option on AMC expiring May 14th. What do you think? I mean, it depends when you got it and stuff. You know what I mean? Am I saying hold to expiration? I never have held. I've held one position till expiration. It's when I didn't fully understand. So that was like 2 years ago. So I never hold options till expiration. So yeah. IP and FF 50 cents. Golf claps in the chat, boys. Golf claps in the chat. Here we go. AMC moving? How's AMC looking? What's it at? Where's it at? Oh yeah, it's doing really well. Holy crap. Holy crap. This is one thing that I will say too, to watch out for. And this isn't negativity, so I'm like, Tyler, you're ruining my vibe. You want to see how we react to this level. It's 1135. Was there good news on AMC? Was there? Someone said there was good news. What was the good news? 30. Oh my god. Sorry, I couldn't read after that. Wow. They had an upgrade? Oh my god. Reddit boys are gonna go insane over this. Is that the good news? That has to be good news. Box office sales, how are they? Let's look. How are the sales? A lot of people were super excited though for Godzilla. I will say that like at the gym and stuff, like it's really funny though too, because like I always like I do mention like AMC and stuff, like because anyone that like I see at the gym and stuff, they ask what I do. I'm I'm a full-time student. I do YouTube. Like I go to YouTube. I'm like, yeah, actually like stock stuff. It's pretty boring. I'm just like a stock douche. It's kind of my personality. Like, oh yeah, you look like a stock douche. I'm like, yeah, thank you. And so anyways, so like I hear people, and I'm pretty reserved. And yeah, pretty introverted to myself. I'm not really like the guy that like, you know, trying to always make a scene or whatever. I'm pretty opposite of the way I look. Anyway, so I'm sitting there in the sauna. I sit in the sauna typically every single day. I'm sitting in there and they're talking to, dude, grown men are so excited about AMC, and not about AMC, but about Godzilla. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, man, like, if you only knew the people that are so interested. You only knew the people that are so interested in AMC, and you know, but it's funny, they're like, oh yeah, we're all gonna watch it at home on HBO. I'm like, oh, that's... The apes would not be happy. And if you don't, I don't want to spoil this for you. I don't want to spoil it. Did everyone watch Godzilla and King Kong? Are y'all gonna watch it? I mean, I feel like it's been like a week, so like, I feel like everyone should have watched it. That is crazy though. But I'm saying be careful, because like 100%, this could start dipping at any point in time. I think we're not using total good like rationale for getting in, but like the price, that was pretty good news. You know what I mean? Like, that was pretty good news. Like, you know, everything going on. I think we're gonna get a brain push like 11:30. Where are we at right now? Hate my E-Trade logs me out so quick. Okay, well, I won't spoil it, but like, man, I mean, it's not spoiling it, but like, I don't know. I won't talk about it. In Texas, dude, theaters have been open in Texas for like the past 6 months. I didn't see that though. The analyst raising target, that's the first price target raise I've seen on AMC, and I think legitimately like years. Honestly, I think it's been years. Dude, IPNFF. I need you to rip, baby. AMC. AMC, that is wild. Wild movement on AMC. I didn't even see this. When did they release this? I actually probably would have bought a few options at that point. Maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, this is the first article. Like, I did point this out. Like, for as much YouTubers are talking and bringing up random Reddit talks, you know, I mean, the media does the same thing. So you have to acknowledge that. Like, right? The media is just constant, like, AMC sucks, going down, tanking, this, that. You know what I mean? So, it's worth mentioning. Do you look at Root? Oh, beautiful. So we'll see. We'll see. Dude, markets are just so boring. I mean, I think end of the day is going to be a lot better. This is just, man, this is like so boring right now. I want to buy more Chewy. It is taking so much self-control to not buy this crap. Zero logic. Zero sense this is being made. They just announced they're finally going to be profitable. Be careful on options on Webull, though. I've heard some negative feedback. Personally. Yeah. So. Get a Bloom, BE. I think Clean Energy is in a really good spot, personally. I think it's in a really good spot. But everything looks the same. Everything's doing the same, like, you know, where It's toe tapping, trending, kind of getting chopped right now. Really crazy movement, all things considered, with the Nasdaq ripping so hard. The question is does it continue in tomorrow? How do we move going into tomorrow? Hard to say. Extremely hard to say right now. You know, it is what it is. It's hard to say. I can't tell you how we move going into tomorrow. I think the market looks extremely strong though. Dow looks pretty solid. We do have like a little bit of a flag going on. Maybe a double top. I don't think so though. I think we're holding up fine. Have you heard of DD on CleanSpark? I've looked at CleanSpark a lot, but I think STPK is a better pick for me personally. So STPK and CleanSpark are similar companies. Trying to, one's cloud based, one's direct contact based. That makes sense. I've done DD on both of them. I think CleanSpark, I like CleanSpark too though. I like them both. I like them both a lot. But I think STPK has better results based purely on numbers, but they have to be like directly there. So that's like the only disadvantage. Look at, oh yeah, someone was asking about Baba. Yeah. I think my friend was asking. Man. Have you ever double majoring in data science? Honestly, like data analytics and stuff, it's a really good. I mean, it is honestly, like, all jokes aside, great degree to have. If you do like MIS, which is like coding and stuff like that, and doing data analytics, huge. Now I don't know if said YouTuber is into that type of stuff, but like learning how to code and stuff is, I think honestly the best degree to have when it comes into actually trading in stocks. I wish I would have known it, is mathematics. I think it's the best degree you can have for it. It opens up so many more doors. So if you're really looking at getting into trading, you're not into college or anything yet, I think mathematics is the best possible. AMC $11. Wow, there we go, dude, rocketing crazy. So that's huge. But I got an MIS degree. Yeah, MIS is a great degree. U of H, you can see like it's really cool. Like at university, they show you which which degree the average paid before you even like enroll. Like when they want you they want you to, most universities want you to succeed because it indirectly helps them. I don't think data science is the way to go for trade stocks. But data analytics is good. Like it is a good degree, but I think I think mathematics and MIS are pretty important. But data analytics can get off track of MIS. MIS is basically, if you're going to go that route, you want to go MIS, which is a really hard degree to get in. It's a really hard field to do. I think the highlights of doing a finance degree that I've seen personally so far is understanding company financials and seeing profitability. You do a lot of accounting work as well when you're doing finance degrees. So being able to read and break down companies' financials have gotten simpler, and then break down numbers, you know what I mean? And then having rationale behind risk has helped out a lot as well. Got my degree from the streets. AMC doing well with Love Line. I may have been wrong. Dude, it's doing well. I mean, 11.6. Doing crazy. 11.20. 11.22. Let's see how... So it's coming up to resistance right now. See, I just don't want to make a video because I don't want... People keep saying like I'm flip-flopping, you know, and I don't want to give that perception. You know what I mean? I don't want to give that perception at all when it comes to AMC. Or any stock for that matter. And if people are getting that perception that because I post a direction that the stock is moving and then resistances and supports, I just don't want that perception at all. The only part that I would have became an extreme downside pushing person is if we broke below 8.6, and we did not break below. We held that range. We didn't even test down there. Crazy. Now we're getting rejected somewhat right now. It's kind of expected. You don't ever suspect to break through, you know, resistance on the first go. For me personally. I think accounting is a decent degree as well. Not stocks, but stonks, Tyler. The subtle trolling. The subtle trolling in this channel, man. Oof. And then I get screenshots from some Discord members of you guys attacking other streamers. I'm like, God, no wonder they all hate me. I think people honestly unsubscribe from me just because you guys attack other people. I'm like, dude, man, y'all are like savage. But don't ever use like a racist. Like, I think racist jokes are just like, they're just like not like, not tasteful. But like me, if you want to like say like you want to mess around with me or like someone like your friend and stuff, then like there's a difference. But like just going after someone because they're Asian and making an Asian joke and saying like that, that's like, yeah. It kind of shows your education level too, though, that you can only make that type of joke to be funny or attempt to be funny. Dude, IPNFF, go. We're waiting on you. I'm trying not to get up from this table. Yeah, DK starts attacking people. Anthony, yeah, I agree. Like, I think accounting, I hate accounting, to be honest. I hated all my accounting classes. I make good grades in them. Super easy. But I hated them just because it takes so long. I'm the type of person that sits down, knocks out all my work really quick, and gets up and just like, you know what I mean? Like, I can just, you have a crispy haircut, 10 out of 10. I actually haven't had a haircut in 2 weeks. My hair grows really fast. But thank you. Anyways, I actually do recommend accounting. Like accounting, I would say like if we had to say top degrees for stocks, if you want to be serious, the top degree is math. I think it's clear. Mathematics is the #1 degree, and anyone, this guy's so trash. Anyone will tell you in finance, if you do a degree in math, it's the most promising, highest upside potential degree you can have for stocks, because you have so much potential, and we're moving towards AI-based trading. That's just the way it is. What it is, you know. It is what it is. So that's worth taking into account. Now, second best, I think it's between MIS, which is kind of math. It's like the back end of it's coding basically. So MIS, I would say MIS and math are the number 2. They're 1 and 2. Okay, number 2. So they're tied for 1. Number 2 would have to be accounting. I mean, a finance degree, you're getting all that too, but you're just getting more risk management on the edge of it. So teaching you mental strategies about mitigating risk. So if you're going to go into like long-term investing for like an actual fund, yeah, risk management would be a good thing to like have, because it teaches you different strategies to mitigate it. But when you go into accounting, it really breaks down how to read financials. And that's a huge part of the community that I've realized, that people don't really look at earnings. They don't really understand the outlook, because like, that's one thing that I can look at an earnings report and I can say, okay, their earnings were trash, but this is what's really good about their earnings. This is what they're saying is going to keep increasing about their earnings. This is what they're saying the company's shifting. That's why I look at Root and I'm looking at the company. I'm like, dude, this is a good company. You know what I mean? This is like the price does not represent them at all. Like if you look at what they're doing and then how they're increasing, like I don't want to go too into them right now, but like if you're looking at like what they're doing with the season states and the data they're using and how they're shifting, how much they're spending on market, their marketing spend is nothing. They're ramping it up and they're increasing, but it's slowly increasing. Like it's increasing to a certain degree, if you know what I mean. So they're increasing it in certain states where they already have enough data to warrant that need to increase the marketing, because it'll produce back in numbers. So that's the important part. Also, too, you can look at their, since they're doing the reassurance as their business model right now, that's why they're not making as much money. Yep, Alguwapu, yes, financials are, yes, they're huge. And if you look at the financials, that's the primary logic behind Root. That's my logic there. It's nothing else. Same with PaySafe, and look, all my long-term picks, they're not about the chart. They're about why I like them, the company. Okay, I'm going to go my money in Trillion Hard and give them buy AMC. How's AMC? Oof. I'm not going to talk about it right now. We'll see. We'll see how it ends in the day. We've been live for a hot minute. Oof. You don't have any stocks you want me to look at? I'll look at some stocks. Do you have anything you want me to look at? Street internship, MIS, IPNF got 2,000 shares to start this week. Wait, I bought like 2,000 shares. This is mine right here. 2,100. Just $1,000 worth. Nike. One sec. Keep my eye on Blink. Blink looks really good. It wants to pop. This is like, dude, Chewy's blown. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm about to go buy a bat. I'm gonna buy a bat and just start whacking stuff. When this is insane. I don't want to exit because I know it's gonna. I like this is the part where it gets difficult because then you have to start making hard decisions. Like, man, do I cut the stupid play? But like, I feel so strong about Chewy. You don't understand. They just had so much bullish news. They just announced they're going to be profitable this year. Huge news. When a company turns profitable, major news. 2, earnings were phenomenal. They killed earnings. Amazing. Like there's no bad news there. There's zero. And then on top of it, the Nasdaq is going ballistic, which this stock follows the Nasdaq like it's the mama duck. Jesus. Nike looks good. You kind of late to the party, but this would have been the time to get it right here. You want to see a whole 134, but there's another resist. I wouldn't touch it right here. Viacom. I mentioned what do you think about Chewy calls for today? I have Chewy calls ending the end of the week. I got in at 82 at $82, and they're out of the money. You know me. I'm Mr. Out of the money when it comes to calls. But hey, they pay off sometimes. Viacom, I mentioned this could keep going down. I'm not in love. I'm waiting until it breaks above 47 before I even look at it. There's no point. There's so much risk. God, I want to buy more. This is so illogical what's happening. I think DraftKings looks really good as well today. Probably gonna pop here in a sec. I have a lot of unsettled money though in the account. I like PIN. Sorry. Oh, that's a rough cough. I only have about 500 I could spend. Yeah, $2,300 was tied up in freaking Tesla. PIN. I'm pissed though because that trade I had that I kept remember I left one of my options. I closed it on accident on Friday. That was infuriating. Also, guys, I do want to I'm probably gonna make a channel in the Discord for anything that you guys think that we can do to improve the live stream. I do want to improve it as best as possible. Kyle is gonna be joining us really soon. I've been talking with him. He's only gonna be live for an hour and a half every day though with me. I think he's sending some funds over to his account too. I don't really know what he's doing, but whatever. It's gonna be fun when we get him on. How's DKNG? Man, I like it. I like it. One sec. This is insane how strong the Nasdaq is. It doesn't slow down at all. It is not slowing down. At all. Crazy. I think DKNG looks really good. Extremely strong. Just chat here. Jimmy looking so. I'm telling you, Jimmy looking crazy. Guys, man, everyone knows too. Everyone knows when y'all go and troll people, they know you're coming from my channel. They all know. And I don't even encourage it. That's the sad part. I don't even encourage the behavior. Y'all just do it. But like, I don't want to talk about it. But like, yeah. MPLX is oil play of the year. MR Winter in the stream. We want MR Winter? Who the hell is MR Winter? Thoughts on BIP? What is BIP? What the hell is this? I don't know what this is. Is this a uranium play? What is this? It looks strong. It looks really good. Looks really strong. Chart. AMC's been above 11. It's been doing well. It has been doing well. I'm probably about to hop off. I'll probably go to the gym, make some videos, and I'll be back live around close. I mean, this is just like the only thing BLNK looks really good. Blink looks strong. Getting some slower movement makes a little bit of sense though. Consolidating as well. I still like it. Chewy's the one that's killing me. I'm looking at Chewy and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's like you're at a party. Your friend's a virgin. He has a beautiful woman in front of him that wants him. And you're like, what are you doing? Why are you just sitting there? Go do something. You know what I mean? Poking you with the freaking poking him with a stick. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm telling you, Chewy is so there's no reason. There's no reason. I have to wait till the end of the day on Chewy. I would kill myself. I'd be so mad if we shot up. These blink charge point those, I think we'll have a strong day. I'm telling you, I think. I'm glad I didn't take the bear advice. Did I give bear advice? Are you talking to me? I can't tell if you're being serious or not. I didn't give any bear advice. I just point out where we're at. And I said the only way that I turn bearish on AMC, I mean, I'm gonna have to clip the video. I'm gonna have to clip it for everyone. Is if we held below 8.86, which never happened. You might not be talking to me, but I do get frustrated when people like misquote what I say because I feel like I'm very direct. I'm like extremely. It's like I'm talking like, you know that scene where like Gordon Ramsay has the girl with two pieces of bread and he's like, "What are you?" She's like, "An idiot sandwich." That's how I feel like I'm talking to people sometimes. I don't get it. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off. I'll be back around. It's 10:38. I'll be back around 2 o'clock Central Time, so an hour before close. We'll have the last power hour on the stream. Maybe. I don't know. I'll post a Discord. Here's a Discord link to you guys if you want it. If you're on the Discord, this is the free Discord though, so don't get too excited. Broke resistance. What broke resistance? Nasdaq? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You getting me excited? Chewy? No, not Chewy. Chewy's screwing me in the butthole. Doing nothing. I love DraftKings here. Touching VWAP. Beautiful. All right, guys. I'll be back later. Have a good one.